Hi, it's Tink here, and today I wanted to talk with you about quite a serious subject, I guess, in the Lolita community. I'd love to carry on wearing these, but the glare is a little bit much for me, so I'm going to just take them off. Now, what a lot of people may know, and what I realised when I first got into Lolita fashion, is that a lot of the big Lolita brands do their dresses basically only in one size. And the way they get around this to fit different people is that the back has shirring. So shirring is where you have stretchy fabric in the back of the dress which can fit a number of different sizes. Now, Lolita dresses can either come with no shirring at all, so it's one size fits whoever it fits, sort of partial shirring, which might be just like a small piece in the segment. You can get like full back shirring, which is like the whole back part, or you can get full shirring, which actually goes all the way around. So there might be other types of shirring I've missed out, but that's the ones I know of anyway. And the problem is that even with shirring, a lot of dresses may not fit individuals, and something that's quite frustrating and difficult is that a lot of these pieces I personally feel like I don't want to tamper with. I don't want to get them unstitched, cut up to fit my size, because I don't want to tamper with the original item, just for like resaleability and things like that. Now, a lot of Taobao brands do offer a lot of different sizes of Lolita dresses, which is fantastic. They have quite a big range. I think this one by Infanta had lots of different options of sizes, and even then I went for the largest size and it was too small. Fitness and health in Lolita fashion, and ultimately weight loss to a healthy degree, can be quite helpful for people if they want to get a certain sort of silhouette, a certain size to fit into a lot of the brand pieces without tampering with them. I feel like it's a touchy subject because I've never been one to want to lose weight for fashion or for my own appearance. I enjoy food and I don't want that to ever stop. But today I wanted to share some tips and tricks with you on healthy ways that I found have worked to lose weight, to feel more comfortable in your Lolita fashion. I have lost 7 pounds over the course of a month, so that's like over half a stone, and I've done this through a load of different ways. So my first tip is, if you're feeling hungry, try and drink rather than eat. Don't just go to your cupboard and go, I'll just have a bit of that. See if you can just put the kettle on, make yourself a green tea or even a hot chocolate or just something. Just have a drink that isn't super sugary. Something that you enjoy, that might be comforting, that just can also distract you from wanting to shove food in your mouth. And that is very helpful because it fills up your stomach, so then you're less likely to feel hungry anyway, and also keeps you hydrated, which is fantastic and really good for you. My second tip is it's about your mental state. To try and think about every piece of food that you put in your mouth and go, do I need this? Does my body need this? Food was made for us to thrive, survive, get the energy we need from it to live. Is this thing that I'm putting in my mouth extra to that? Does my body actually need this? And then you can actually start to train your mind not to put that food in your mouth and go, well, actually, okay. So yeah, all about your sort of mental state and like, should I put this food in my mouth? Is this food actually gonna long term have more of a negative effect on me than the very, very short, brief moment of enjoyment that I'm gonna get out of it right now? Next tip is try and keep moving. Now, I am not a fitness freak. I'm very, very bad at exercise. I don't do exercise, I don't do running. I am subscribed to the gym, but I use that occasionally, and it's a lot of the time for my physio and things to help keep things moving. But it's again mental state. Think, how long have I sat in this chair for? If it's more than half an hour, you need to get up and move. Get up, move around. Even if it is to go and make that cup of tea, you've got out of your chair, you've stretched, you've moved, and it's amazing how better you feel just for getting up and walking around. Try it, change different positions, just move around a bit. Stay on your feet even like 5 minutes longer than you normally would. In that instance where you automatically sit down for a chair, just stand up for 5 more minutes. Your body is burning more calories just for all of those 5 minutes, and it helps and it makes you feel healthier. Sitting down now makes me feel really uncomfortable, and I quite like standing up. And standing up, you're building up the muscle in your legs as well. That's something I've been working on personally, is to build up the strength in my muscles, because once you've got strength in your muscles, you have more resistance, you can keep going for longer, which means you can be more active so that you can then lose weight if you want to. So that is really, really helpful. Something that I got specifically, which really, really helps, and I only do this for 5 minutes a day, maybe, I don't always do it every day, is I've got a resistance band. Now they're a stretchy piece of plastic that you can use in so many different ways to stretch out your muscles. You don't need to have weights with you. The resistance that it makes is fantastic and is usable. Like, you've got weights in your hands, you can put the resistance band on your feet and you can stretch it up. Do some of that, do some of this. One of the areas I've been working on for my fitting into my JSKs and things has been to tone up my back, which is now so much better. It's amazingly different. So doing lots of sort of stretches like this and up and out, and even just, ooh, look, my screen has got brighter, that's helpful, thank you lighting. Yeah, just trying to stretch those back areas, because that's the bit that I feel restricts my wearing of Lolita dresses and makes them uncomfortable. Portion size, portion control. So when you're making a lot of food, for me, if I've made too much, it gets eaten. So don't do that to start with. Make yourself less than you think you'll need, because you'll probably have made more than you need anyway. Just make less than you think you need. So portion control, very, very important. And then obviously you're just cutting down calories just by portion control. And also in relation to that, and the quantity of food you eat, if after you've eaten a meal you still feel hungry, give it 20 minutes and I promise you in 20 minutes time you're not going to feel hungry again. Just don't eat for the more food in that 20 minutes, because it takes that long time for your stomach to realise, oh actually no, I am full. But you've already shoved more food in your face, so it's not particularly helpful. Just give it 20 minutes. Something that I find particularly helpful is seasoning. Now you can get a lot of flavour from herbs and spices to add to your food without having to add calories to it. So spice things up a bit, spice up your life. Yeah, use spices and flavours rather than putting more like meat in there, or like cheese or milk or butter. I've pretty much completely cut out butter, which is so helpful. Switch to coconut oil, amazing stuff. Use it for everything. Make your skin lovely, you'll look younger. Magical coconut oil. And then I think one of my most important things that I've done, and I've been doing this religiously, is restricting what I buy in the supermarket. Think, if the food isn't in your house, the food's not there, the food is not where you'd normally get it from, you're not going to eat it. My problem was going into the bakery aisle, seeing loads of it reduced, or seeing really cheap cakes for 20p for a pack, and going, yep, that's a good deal. Wow, look, I get cakes for this cheap. Don't even buy it. Think you're saving yourself money, but in the long run, you're saving yourself the frustration of not being able to fit in your dresses. That has been the most key thing for me. Don't buy it to start with. Just don't. Yes, treat yourself to little small pieces of stuff, because then after not having it for a while, you appreciate it more. Have small little tasty bits of yumminess. Like I buy a packet of like even just like Tesco's fudge, and like maybe once a day I'll have a couple of pieces at the end of the day. I go, I've actually had a good day for not splurging out on by eating loads of really fatty stuff. I can have a little piece of fudge, but then put the packet away. Don't take the packet with you to the living room. Don't take it with you and go sit down. Just take that one thing out of the cupboard, eat that, then go sit down. Then make yourself a cup of tea. Because that will distract you from wanting to eat more. Never get packets of stuff. Big packets of stuff. If I have a packet of stuff in front of me, the whole packet gets eaten. So yeah, those are just some like tips which have personally helped me lose over half a stone in a month, which from doing research is a healthy amount in that time. If you lost that in like a week, that would be a little bit worrying, but I've managed to lose that in that time and keep it off. And that's the important thing. Losing weight is okay if it's done in a healthy way. If you do it too quickly, you're going to bounce back and not be able to, if you just suddenly don't eat for a few days, it messes up your metabolism, and then you're more likely to put on weight quicker after that. You need to change your lifestyle in a way that's maintainable to you, to be able to do that. Whilst I don't encourage weight loss, massive amounts of weight loss just for fashion, for me it has meant that I have been rewarded for eating more healthily with being to wear some of the dresses that I couldn't previously wear, and it's also made me feel healthier and stronger, and has meant that with my fibromyalgia, it's meant that I can actually fight back a bit more with it. I've got more muscle, I've got more strength, and I can actually like work through it. Even if I'm having a horrendous flare, I'm not then knocked out for an entire week. I might be knocked out for a day, but at least the next day I might be able to get back up again and fight back. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm going with things with my personal health journey, and I hope these tips help you, because I've never in my life been able to lose weight until now, so I must be doing something right. Just before Christmas I became really depressed over the amount of weight I had put on, partly due to new medication and partly due to just general depression in relation to having fibromyalgia and social anxiety disorder. And the way I would combat feeling rubbish was to eat a load of cake. That then made me feel more depressed, because then I could fit into fewer and fewer of my dresses, which then made me feel even more depressed, which made me eat more cake. So I had to kind of just like go, no more. And it was really hard to make that first step into kind of like changing my habits and not like keep punishing myself. I'd punish myself for putting on more weight by eating. And this is a common thing that happens to a lot of people, and it's difficult, really difficult to get out of. The only times I've ever lost weight in the past were unhealthy ways, where I was going through like really bad times in my life, and it meant I just wouldn't leave my house and I wouldn't go and buy food, and that was the only way I ever lost weight in the past. But I just wanted to like show people that you can do it, and because I'm so surprised in myself that I've done it, I thought some of this might be helpful for you. Yeah, it's a really interesting journey. I think my goal is probably to lose maybe 1 or 1.5 more stone, which would be like a huge achievement, but the way I'm going at the moment, I feel like I can do it. It's the first time I've ever felt like that, like I can actually do it. and I just want to keep doing it. Oh yeah, something else I should add into that as well is that since before December I became pescatarian, and then the last couple of weeks I became fully vegetarian. And personally, I don't think doing that has per se been the reason why I've lost weight, because I never really ate that much meat to start with. I haven't like massively stopped eating meat. I just had like meat maybe once a week or like once every couple of weeks because I found it expensive, so I didn't buy it very often and I was going off the taste. So I think becoming vegetarian has helped in the way that I'm appreciating different flavours better. And I think it's like helping me not to crave more food, possibly. And I've also become addicted to soup. I love making my own soup, broccoli soup. The good thing with soup or any like liquid-esque food is that it lines your tummy really quickly, so it makes you feel full quicker. And also vegetables, there's, you know, it's all good for you and there's not much bad for you in it. So yeah, soup is great, but I don't have soup every day. I have soup maybe once a week. But for me, that's a lot. But yeah, what I'd like you to do is to share with me any tips that have helped you healthily become like able to wear Lolita more, or anything you are proud of, or any similar stories you can share with me and share with everybody else, because it is hard and it can get you down when you can't wear your dream dress because you can't fit in it and it makes you feel like crap. So share with me what has made you feel good and your success stories to help other people out there too. I know that there are some other Lolitas and some other kawaii fashion individuals who have been sharing their sort of weight loss journeys and their fitness journeys at the moment, so I kind of want to support them too and see where we can go from this, which is brilliant. And I also wanted to share with people also that I've always been terrified of exercise, and it's not the exercise that necessarily helps you lose weight. Yes, it helps you feel stronger so that you can keep going, but I haven't just suddenly done a load of exercise. I have changed what I eat, and doctors say the best way for you to lose weight in a healthy way is portion control and look at what you're eating. You don't need to go out and run a marathon. You can lose weight. It is possible without having to go to the gym. You don't have to. In the last month, I've been to the gym twice. So that's really not going to have made much difference. But yeah, thank you very much for watching this. If you want to see more of me and share stuff and just like keep up to date with other things that have been going on, I have my Facebook page. I do it because I like to share updates and cute things with people and like pictures and just stuff like that I can communicate to you when I don't have the energy to do like a full video. So go check that out. Subscribe if you haven't already, because I'd like to get this channel up to being monetized at some point in my life. That'd be nice, but it's not the be all and end all. And also I have Patreon, which I've got a couple of Patreon supporters, patrons, sorry, and every little helps in supporting a small YouTube channel to be able to produce more content. Thank you so much, and leave me some comments below, and I'll see you soon. Love you, bye! Come back for more cute kawaii loveliness.